Ernie Roberson is Caddo Parish Registrar of Voters. Hey, Mr. Ernie, how are you today?
I am all right, Robert J. How are you?
Well, you and I'm counting on you to be honest and forthright and forthcoming here. You and I have
this is going to be good.
You and I have known each other since what, like 1970, right?
Well, around that area.
How long have you been up this morning?
I start at 5 o'clock at least every morning.
See?
Okay.
I told you.
I was hoping you would say, like, about 30 seconds ago when Matt called, because Erin said just, Matt, call Ernie. What's the worst that can happen? He'll yell at you, not me.
Yeah. Ernie, how many times have I called you this early? A zillion?
You sure have.
Yeah.
Hope you don't ever need a character witness from the Registrar of Voters.
So 2,000 vote on the final day? Is that accurate?
1,997.
Wow. Have we ever had that many on one day?
I don't remember us ever having that many. I know 2,000 would have been a record. I remember I looked back a few years ago, and we really never were near 2,000.
Why do you think, if numbers are... I saw a story last night that's a couple of days old that said Louisiana as a state shatters early voting record. I assume that we're close or have set a new record for Caddo Parish. Why do you think that is?
Well, we did break our record. Our record was 8808 in the 2012 election for in-person early voting. And, of course, went past that. We're at 11,081. That's unofficial, so I get to work. We get the final report. But I really think it's a combination of things. I mean, there's interest in this election for sure. But the other side of the coin is that early voting has really just become more convenient. It's the same thing happened in Texas years ago when they started early voting. And now they record as many as 30% of the people that are registered to vote go vote early in major elections in Texas.
So who's winning, Ernie? Give us the inside story.
See, that was what I was going to...
The story is the ballots aren't counted till Election Day.
That was my question. All across America, there's all this early voting going on. And I'm just wondering, is it...
You can sneak a look, can't you?
That's my question.
It's electronic.
If you got to work this morning and just kind of took a little peek, could you could you go to jail for that? Not that I want you to go to jail.
It's not there. I mean, that's the great thing about it. The way it's done, we vote electronically. So it's just an electronic impulse that's recorded in the machine on one of 3 redundant memories in the machine. And those will be divested from the machine on the afternoon of I'm so tired. The afternoon of Election Day. And they'll be merged with the by-mail results, the paper ballot. And somewhere, probably after 8 p.m., a goodly distance, we will actually have all the results from by-mail, the emails from the military, as well as all the in-person voting. We'll put it all together, and that number will come out.
As voting across America becomes more and more digital or more and more electronic, do you foresee a day where, if, say, theoretically, the polls close at 8 o'clock, all the results from everywhere will be in by, like, 8:03?
No. It's still... It's a long way from that, because voting is not like in Louisiana where it's a statewide jurisdiction. There are only 3 states that had that prior to the Help America Vote Act back in 2002. And the reason for that is most states are county-by-county jurisdiction. So what has to happen there is they not only have to go through their processes when the polls close, it's got to be transmitted to a central site, usually Secretary of State.
Ernie, let me ask you. Ernie Roberson is the Caddo Registrar of Voters. Let me ask you this: were there other people like me? I can't help but believe there were. Went down there 3 different occasions, circled the block a few times, couldn't find a parking spot, and saw the long line, and said, I'll just vote on Election Day. Do you think there were a lot of folks like me?
Oh yeah, I'm sure there were. In fact, there's one gentleman that comes down there to vote who told me that he said he had already told another person, I've already been by it, I'll come back. And finally he showed up yesterday, and we got him down to the machines and all so he could vote. But there were people saying, well, there's just no place to park, and that is one of the problems for downtown. But most of that is bound in the law. And the other side of that coin is that these sites have to be supported by the Secretary of State. And for security reasons, they're hardwired. They're not. It's not Wi-Fi. It's not cyber world with us whenever it comes to how we get results here, there, and yon. It's all an old hardwire system, just like your telephone.